Hi, truck and tractor pull fans. We're trying to figure out why the beginning of the intro doesn't play on the other screen
Hmm.
when it's supposed to be playing. It's like black. While it's playing for us, we can see it, but weird. Anyway, we're back again, and lots of results. So yeah, I'd say a good bit of results to go over. We got East Coast Pro Pulling, Beast of the East. This guy over here. His event was this past weekend. His and Matt's and whoever all. And Kendra's got some interstate stuff from Gaithersburg, I believe.
And Laurelton.
And we also have Snyder. Oh, yeah. East Coast Interstate and Snyder County from Laurelton. So we got plenty of good stuff to go over here. Gosh, how's everybody doing?
Oh,
speak at once.
I'm doing all right. I'm enjoying the weather. The last couple of days. It's been really decent.
Yeah, it's been beautiful. I know. Been
Love
awesome. Low humidity.
Yep.
Hi, April. April's on board. Brother Blaylock's in. Craig is posting long before we got in here. I don't know what times, but yes. But I'm sure a lot of people are at Bowling Green. If you don't know, Bowling Green is, I think, starting tonight, right? I believe it's tonight.
I just looked it up, and it doesn't start until tomorrow.
Starts
It's tomorrow
Thursday.
night, and then all day Friday, all day Saturday.
Okay. So, yeah, National Tractor Pulling Championships are ready to kick off tomorrow. I'm not sure how the weather's looking, but I do know I talked to a four-wheel drive puller from there, Jimmy Moritz, and he said there's when he sent some of the lineups just for Thursday, there was for his first session. All totaled at the time, there was over 700 entries, and there's still people going to be showing up. So that is amazing. That's awesome. That's awesome. So
imagine that.
And John Mans was out there frickin' Sunday night.
Wow.
Waiting, sitting at the partying in the pits.
Yeah, they let him in there Sunday. I told him apparently he had some running to do. I was like, sure. He just wanted to take a week off work and enjoy the scenery.
I don't blame him. But yeah, it's if you've never been to Bowling Green and you keep a bucket list, that needs to be at the top of that bucket list. I'm telling you. It is a hoot. It is a hoot.
Matt Balmer and a bunch of guys are headed out. And I told Shannon last year, let's go. I've never been there. You know the ropes.
Oh my.
Let's go. Well, guess what? Another year of procrastination. We ain't going.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely got to go.
The weather's a little questionable, but I'm sure they'll do everything they can to get the pull in. Looks like it might rain a little bit Friday afternoon, but I'm sure they'll do whatever they can to get everything in. So
at 700 hooks, you'd hope the weather's nice because I'm telling you, you don't need. I'm hearing feedback.
Yeah, I don't know
a little bit.
Maybe it's me because I don't hear anything.
Oh, that's fine.
Anyway,
I'll try not to talk so loud.
I turned my volume down on my computer, so.
Aha. Now I don't hear it now.
Hello.
Guilty. Hello.
Didn't hear it.
Yep. Hi, David Kaufman. How are you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get Kendra kicked off. We'll let her go ahead and start. We'll jump back. We'll figure it out from there. Dwayne and I are going to go from track to track on the Beast of the East event. Big event there, by the way. Good numbers. Pretty cool deal. Good crowd, I thought. And you got to remember now. So I had a couple of people walk up and say the crowd wasn't all that good. And I said, you got to realize you got to look around. There's more seating now.
Yeah.
Than there was in the past. So I thought you had a good crowd.
There's room for quite a few thousand people. I'm not exactly sure what the total seating capacity is, but I think it's somewhere in the vicinity of 6,000 plus.
Yeah.
Seating capacity in
She's not having a good night. This is the second time she'll be logging back in. I don't know what's going on unless she clicked the wrong button or something.
When you have stands for 6,000 people and you put you know, a couple 2,000 in there, or 17, 1,800, 2,500, whatever it is, it
Mhm.
doesn't look very full.
Yeah. Plus, you got people in the pits. You got people standing
Yeah.
instead of sitting. So yeah, it's a little deceiving.
So there's
Uh,
do you want to start with these results until she comes
hold
back
on,
in?
I'm addressing something with Kendra here real quick.
Oh, I gotcha.
Messenger. Stay tuned, folks. Sorry.
Addressing, trying to get the issues straightened out.
Yeah. She's going to log out and try to come back in. But anyway, I guess we might as well just go ahead and start, I guess. Poor Kendra.
You're going to start with the biggest class of the evening.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Wild Street Diesel. I'm just going to call it trucks, even though most of them are 4x4. But yeah. 26, no less. I guess we'll give you all 26.
Anyway, that being said, with everybody on there, we had a hurricane that came through, or for the people that are not in this area, we had a hurricane come through at on Thursday, Friday, mostly, and we had about 3 inches of rain in Lebanon. And so when we worked up the track and did all our stuff and added water to it, but we were still dry, so we actually had a little bit of a dry pool. A little bit of a dry track for this pool because it was just, I don't know, the track conditions were weird.
Yeah.
But we got everything through in good time, and
Yep.
I mean, I think the poolers might have noticed the dry track more than what the crowd did. A little bit of dust in the air, but not much.
Yep. Anyway, 26 vehicles on hand. Wild Street Diesel trucks. Taking a win was Nate Rupp with his 04 Dodge. 355.58. Some of these trucks found the line and got her done. Second, Tom Hassler with his Ford at 343.78. It says Crybaby Maker. I'm not sure if that's what he calls his truck. Maybe he does. I don't know. Third was Lindahl Steiner with his Dodge at 343.14. Fourth, Todd Young with a Ford, 341 even. She's typing me again. I'm gonna lose my spot here. Fifth is Alan Casey with his Dodge coming up from Charlestown, West Virginia. 337.86. Sixth was Clyde Weaver with probably the newest truck in the class. Okay. She's having lots of trouble now. She's shutting the internet down there now and restarting everything. So anyway. Oops. Okay. Alan Casey was 6th, 335.30. 7th, it was Joe Musser with a Dodge Ram. Yep, 334.10. 8th was, man, this is tough. Chad Lutz with a Silverado at 332.30. 9th was Ben Gelsinger, however you want to say his name.
Gelsinger.
Gelsinger, okay.
Yep.
332.28. That's a GMC. 10th, Dylan Rupp with his Ford at 328.28. 11th was David Hurst with a Dodge at 326.06. 12th, Corey Note with a Dodge Ram at 319.18. 13th was Scott Beers with a Dodge at 316.92. 14th, Jansen Rohr with a Dodge at 316.64. 15th was James Westervelt with a Dodge at 315.66. 16th was Michael Garman with his 05 Ford at 311.22. 17th was Brody Spickler. Brody Spickler with the 2007 Dodge at 308.36. 18th was Cliff Waltman, 02 GMC with a 299.60. 19th was Lamar Hoover out of Narvon. That's getting pretty close to home there, isn't it, Dwayne?
Yes, sir. He lives just north of me,
Okay.
and
With his
he's a drag race truck that put tires on for pulling.
okay, so 2011 Ford at 296.90. Number 20 was Nate Wagner with a 2005 Chevy at 294.48. 21st was Stephen Carl with an 02 Ford at 275.82. 22nd, Burnell Zimmerman with an 06 GMC at 269.18. 23rd, Cody Haig with an 01 Dodge at 267.74. Number 24 was, okay, I'm going to say Kafin Hollenthal with a 2011 Ford at 264.96. Did I get that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
That's how it's spelled. If we
yeah,
butchered his name, sorry about it. It wasn't in the
yeah.
computer right.
25th was Kyle Wickard with a 97 Ford at 264.08, and he calls that the high dollar hooker. 26th, rounding out the class, Liam Vaughn with a 99 Dodge Ram at 243.52. What a tremendous class.
Yeah, I
Wild
was
Street
blown away.
diesel
We had that
trucks.
many trucks.
Yes.
John Smith is in the house.
John Smith. John Smith was with us there Saturday night. John Q. Smith, as I like to pick on him and call him. Anyway, you're up, Dwayne. Your first class.
All right.
I had 26
Next.
trucks, and you're not ready. Unbelievable.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready. Next, our next class was running on the announcer's side, announcer stand, the North Track, and it was a street gas class. In first place, we had none other than Donald Eshelman from Peckway with a 74 Ford F250. Then he had a 306.44. In second place was Justin Markey with a 71 GMC K20 at a 303.24. Third place was John Prince with a 2004 Chevy, had a 301.83. And fourth place was Jed Sensnick out of Lebanon with a 66 Ford, he had a 296.24. And fifth place was Bob Markey, or Markey Sr., with his 75 blue GMC. He had a 289.51. In sixth place was Corey Brown, Albert Brown's son, with a 81 Chevy. He had a 287.40. In seventh place was Doug Moyer out of Lebanon with a 2000 Ford. He had a 275.60. And in eighth place was Corey Baselja out of Lebanon with an 88 Ford. He had a 238.50.
And you're done already.
Yep, that was 8 trucks in that class.
She's still trying. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Next up on the South Track was the 2.6 Pro Street Diesel 4x4 trucks. And taking the win was Matt Deal with the working on Dodge 306.92. Second, Derek Smith with the limited time Dodge 304.92. Third was Chris Lloyd with the hot property at 297.04. That's a Dodge. Fourth, Dave Orwin with a 99 Ford at 287.44. Fifth was Noah Hostetler with the Blue Bayou Bullnose 86 Ford, 287.40. Sixth was Nick Kenneman with the Devil's Hooker. Oh, the thumbs up. Yeah.
Mr. Thumbs Up's in the
Thumbs Up.
house.
That close. He was that close Saturday night. Anyway, I'm sorry. Nick Kinnaman with Devil's Hooker, 285.36. Strange hook for that truck. That truck's usually right out on top of everybody. Seventh was Todd Young with an 08 Ford at 284.94. Back to you.
All right, back to me. Next up on their North Track, we had the Appalachian Outlaws small block high output. We had 8 trucks in the class. Coming in first place, Dalton Grumbine found the right track and the right line and made had a 307.62. In second place was Brett Kalanovich from
Alanovich. Let's try Kalanovich.
Kalanovich. Okay,
That
sorry,
sounds
my
good.
bad. In a 97 GMC. Well, actually, I should say where he's from Indiana, PA. He had a 302.26. In third place was Brandon Struble from Snowshoe with a 282.51. In fourth place was Ben McElroy from
McElroy.
Lebanon with a 287.37. In fifth place was Josh Sarver from Friedens, PA with a 272.49. In sixth place was Jason Garris from Robizonia with a 267.55. And in seventh place was Kim Freed with the Frogtown Favorite. And he had a 287.37. And I have a no-go for Brian Struble. So there was...
Yeah, he tried to hook, but I think he had
Okay.
fuel pump issues. I think it's what they were saying.
So we had 8 trucks in the class, 7 made runs.
Yep. Next up on the South track was 3.0 Limited Pro Diesel. Good class of trucks here. Had 9. Taking the win, no stranger to the winner's circle there. Was the Dreams Happen Dodge of Greg Walker, 331.82. Second was Jeremy Grick with the older Jenny Dodge at 323.26. Third was Sam Heimbach with a 2004 Heimbach diesel, 322.64. Fourth, Clint Mills with the Against All Odds Volume 2, I think, is also written on the weight box, 313.16. Fifth, Kyle Spickerman with the old Jenny at 312.26. Seventh, I'm sorry, he was fifth. Sixth was Matt Holbrook with the Jenny Light. That's all one big team of Dodges there. 312.18. Anything Jenny is out of the Jenny stable. We'll just call it that.
Out of that neck of the woods.
Yeah, up yonder. Mark Andrews coming in at 7th with the Public Enemy Ford, 312.12, Cummins powered. 8th was Philip Martin with the Dark Horse at 290.28. And unfortunately, coming in 9th was our hometown hero, poor Matt Hurst. I'll tell you, lost the turbo, pushing the limit Dodge, 97.60. And I'm sure you're ready to elaborate a little more on that.
That is the third flop of a pull, the third one in a row that we've had. We had a clutch issue on the first one due to me. Clutch issue again. Second one due to adjustment issues. And we decided we're going to come in here and we readjusted everything and see if it all works. And at the 75 foot mark or wherever, the turbo blew. So we still don't have our clutch tested out. So
soon.
Yeah, that poor, saying that, all the safety equipment on the turbo worked properly. It wasn't, it was catastrophic. The cover broke a little bit. But the machined cross or the turbo wheel containment device in the back actually kept the wheel intact. We actually started the truck up to load it on the trailer because our winch isn't mounted, and the wheel was still spinning inside the exhaust housing. So the machined cross in the back actually holds that turbo wheel in the housing so it doesn't escape. So It's a good deal.
It's his job.
All right, moving on the North track, we had the Appalachian Outlaws big block class, and I'm telling you, they showed up. We had 21 trucks in the class. Taking first place was Richard Gardner Jr. From Freemansburg with a truck named Untamed Aggression. He had a 353.23. In second place was Gary Chambers from Brenneman, Ohio. He had a 247.68. In third place was Tracy Troy from Rector with a 345.47. In fourth place was Ben Smeltzer, or Benny Boy Smeltzer.
Benny Boy.
That's what he calls him. Billy Smeltzer's son, Benny,
Yes.
with a 342.98. In fifth place was Dave Fuchs from Stroudsburg with a 338.89. In sixth place was Ron Unger from Mount Pleasant, PA with a 337.81. In seventh place was Blake May from Lebanon with a 336.21. In eighth was Carl Burhell Jr. from Saylorsburg with a 335.17. In ninth place was Brett Cassier from Salzburg with a 334.00. In 10th place was Robert Markey Jr. with a 328.78. In 10th place was Brett Shuey from Lebanon with a 322.66. In 12th place was Adam Tice from Robizonia with a 321.72. In 13th was Bob Markey Sr. with a 319.33. In 14th was Carl Barnhart from Needmore with a 317.21. In 15th place was Mike Barr from Port Matilda with a 312.84. In 16th place was Matt Moser from Shippenville with a 308.56. In 17th place was Dave Zona from Montrose with a 292.29. In 18th place was Jason Barron from Somerset with a 283.87. In 19th place was Jeremiah Fake from Myerstown with a 249.92. In 20th and 21st, we had two trucks that disqualified. The first one was Mark Petros from Hermione, PA, with a yellow Public Enemy Dodge. He had a 330.07, but got disqualified. And 21st was Chris Brosman from Newmanstown. He had a 256.9, but was disqualified. So that rounds out the big block high output
Yeah,
Appalachian
man.
Outlaws class.
Well, I got some disappointing news from Club Kendra. She's probably not going to make it back one. She cannot get any internet whatsoever, not even on her telephone.
Oh man.
She's unfortunately done. She did send me.
She gave you the interstate.
I do have the interstate stuff.
Good deal.
We'll take care of them here shortly. If you've got
I got the County stuff.
Perfect. Okay, then we went to the ABC York 466 Hot Farm Tractors. We're next up on the South Track, and
Kendra better get herself straightened out. We're going to lose viewership here.
I know. Gosh, we're in trouble.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
I'd bring Brother Blaylock in here, but he might get a little lost not talking about Bigfoot or UFOs or something. So.
Wrong
Anyway.
subject. Wrong subject matter.
Hey, I got an idea.
UFO pulling.
No.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Let's bring the
link over to I'll send the link over to Brian Morrison, see if he can come in. There we go.
Chris Smith already. Where's Kendra? That didn't take long.
I just went through all that, Chris. Her internet's not working. So anyway. Taking the win. ABC York 466 Hot Farm was none other than Doug Heyman with Bull's Binder 363.84. Really on a roll.
Apparently, they don't know how to spell his first name as
I hope he watches that. He'll get a kick out of that. All you got to do, you want to get Doug to laugh, just do this. So you got that. He loves it.
That's how many wins in a row there for Doug.
I don't know. Quite a bit. They're on a roll. Them guys have. Those guys are on it. I'm telling you. Him and his Uncle Barnes. Second. Take a guess who was second. Brian Morrison with the Shed Shaker, 362.98. Third, Alan Lynch with the Betting on Green John Deere, 343.60. Fourth, hometown guy here, Paul Richardson with the Alice Chalmers Venomous, 340.26. Fifth was Ray Norris with Pack and Heat, John Deere at 336.66. 6th was Nick Morrison, cousin to Brian, with the Toxic International at 335.96. 7th, Luke Gladhill with the Weapon X John Deere at 321.50. And rounding out the class in a very tight spot, very tight seat, and a very tight roll cage was Kevin Windsor driving the well-armed John Deere of Ray Norris's at 300.96. It's kind of comical to see Kevin in the sitting in the seat of that tractor.
That poor guy was having a tough time in there.
He gets it done.
He was having a tough time. He looked like he was crammed in there and couldn't barely breathe and was sweating like crazy.
Poor Kevin. But I think you have at least one more class to go over there.
I do. I have one more class to go. All right, on the north track, our final class on that side was the street semis. Coming in first place was none other than James Huber with his Peterbilt. He had a 303.71. In second place was Mark Fessler with a 298.07. Yeah, good for him. He had a lot of issues at
the first few times I've seen the semi, it just wouldn't come off the line. And he had a really good run Saturday night. Good job.
Good for him.
Yep.
In third place was Casey Livingood with his Diamond T cab over. He had a 296.04. In fourth place was Patrick By from Nottingham with a 280.77. And Patrick By blew the what do you call the contraption on the first axle that runs the drivetrain through? The splitter. I guess you call it. There's another name for it. I'm having a brain fart. And we actually picked this giant 8 or 9 inch diameter gear off the track that had got blown out of the bottom of the front rear axle. And he was still able to have the power divider connected to the back axle and drive it off the track. But he had to haul it home. In fifth place was Nelson McCall out of Delaware with his Mack Superliner. He had a 268.64. In sixth place was Dustin Fessler, Matt's son, Dustin, with a 239.29. In seventh was Dustin Peterson from Nottingham with a 224.91. In eighth place was Dakota Grumbine with a Ford. He had a 216.68. In ninth was Mike Martin out of East Earl with a 216.07. 10th place was Anthony By out of Kirkwood with a 210.28. And 11th place was Walker Blankenship with a Freightliner, had a 128.32. And because the semis vary so much in horsepower and aggressiveness, this class is really hard to set, and it was set a tad on the heavy side. But we dealt with it.
Mm-hmm. So good class.
Yep.
Okay. We're winding down. I think that finished the North track for the evening.
Yes, it did.
And I will finish up the event on the South track. The next class up was the East Coast Diesel 4x4 trucks. And 6 of them on hand. Hard runners. Taking the win, James Barter with the Barter Turbo Service Ford. With a comment. 359.24. Second, Tom Hassler with Twisted Addiction. That's a through and through Ford, top to bottom, front to back, among custom stuff. 355.48 for number 2. Number 3, Jeremy Denson, man. I tell you, I think Lebanon's becoming his favorite track. Won the big pot there last event there. And coming in here and got third with the 2 Disturbed Dodge at 351.44. Fourth was Carvin Zimmerman with his Outlaw GMC at 316.28. Fifth was Norman Newswanger with the Chapter 11, I almost said Dodge, Ford at 304.42. And rounding out the class, Carl Ankwicks with the Living on the Edge Dodge at 293.06. And I'll go ahead and finish out. We had, I guess we'll call it exhibition. You guys call it Pro Stock Semi. And Albert Brown with the Back in Black Mac took the win at 315.06. 312.80, again, exhibition. Second was Matt Hurst with the Inconvenience Freightliner, 312.80. And that put a wrap on one hell of a Beast of the East event. And I'll tell you, Dwayne, you guys just year after year, event after event, just, I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of track issues, but
We always come back from that kind of
you
stuff. You live and you
guys,
learn.
you won't make that mistake again. The guys doing the track won't make that mistake again. And I'm telling you right now, the pulls get better and better. And run that many hooks in a little bit of time frame that you do, it's awesome. You guys are
I think
top notch. Do a hell of a job here.
I appreciate it. I
Yep.
think we have. I think we had about 315 hooks, and we did it in about 4 hours. We held a couple of classes up for a little bit because we were trying to. We were spraying water in the classes, and our tank emptied out, and there was desperation at the start line of the track to get water in there. And we finally figured out that we could park the scraper underneath the high crop sprayer and just fill the tank that way. So it went a little bit faster towards the end of the night, but we had a little bit of a hiccup there, which is
Yeah.
we normally don't hiccup. We normally don't hiccup.
Nope. That is for sure. I'm gonna. It's up to you. I can go. You can go ahead and go next, and we'll do interstate after that. It's up to you.
You have how many? 5 classes?
I'm looking right now. I have. I don't know what she's got here. Let's see. I actually have 2 events.
The
I
big
guess I'll go. Yeah.
the big class of mod turbos was West End. I think it was a pretty
What
big
I can
class.
see, I'm going to do Gaithersburg real quick. That
Okay,
was the
that's
most
fine.
recent event. That
Yep.
was the 12th. Gaithersburg, Maryland. It looks like wow. Here where I can see it. Modified tractors. These 7,800-pound modified tractors were at Gaithersburg. Taking a win, Dale Forrester with Track Fever at 291.37. Second was Ian Erica with the Unstable at 287.37. Third was Jason Weichel with the Untamed at 275.48. Fourth was Dale Forrester with the Nonsense at 271.52. And fifth, Kirsty Robinson with Phony 2, 269.74. And I believe I'm looking, make sure there's nothing else. No. And then Binks, I'm just going to go ahead and dive into Laurelton.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then
I'll follow up at the end.
They had 2 classes, and then you can take over with Snyder County from there. I don't know what particular order these classes ran in, but hope Kendra don't shoot me. It's hard to read. We'll go with the okay. That's 7,800-pound modified tractors again. Taking the win was Jason Weichel with the Untamed at 322.10. Second was Dale Forrester with Track Fever, 309.5. I'm sorry, 0.45. Third was Ian Erica with the Unstable at 309 feet even. Fourth, Dale Forrester with Nonsense at 307.65. Fifth was Kirsty Robinson with Phony 2 at 299.65. Sixth was Jamie Curley with the 100 Proof at 287.55. And seventh, Mr. Mopar, was Nelson Egolf with the Tinker Toy at 287.20. Chris Smith, she's having internet problems, so we knew he was going to get that question 1,000 times too. Kendra was on here, and we just poof, she was gone, and she has restarted her routers and et cetera, this, et cetera, that, and cannot get internet. So we just pretty much she gave up. Let's see. Should be another class here. What's going on? Am I right?
Yeah, you should have mod turbos. Should have
I'm
a
trying.
huge class.
I'm trying.
I don't have it pulled up. I'd have to pull
You
it.
know what?
I'm working on it.
I honestly, I don't have it.
All right. That was a big
Why?
class.
I could go get it. You go ahead and take over. I'll go get. I'll pull it real
Okay.
quick. Yep.
That's fine. I will
Stick with
start
us,
with
folks. We'll get it.
Snyder County had their 10-5 hot stock. There was 9 tractors in the class. Coming in first place was Brad Kremer with the Fence Road Deer. He had a 317.65. In second place was none other than Dennis Boop with the Black Stripe Addiction. He had a 316.55. Mr. President of the Fair. Oops, I gave it away. In third place was Jeremy DeLuca with the Sunset Smoker. He had a 313.85. In fourth place was Matt Sudol with a 4755 Express. Had a 312.45. In fifth place was John Foreman with the always something John. It's always something John Deere with a 309.00. In sixth place was Jeff Faust with case closed. He had a 295.70. In seventh place was Matt Hauk with Old Red. He had a 294.00. In eighth place was Jeff Brenninger with Red Law. He had a 225.35. In ninth place was Jared Stevens with from Virginia with a tractor called Checkmate. He had a 291.95. So that takes care of the 10-5 hot stock. The other Snyder County class on that would have been Saturday evening. Oh no. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
My dehumidifier started. I'll finish this class out. If you can hear me here,
You're fine. It's okay. I can barely hear it now.
All right. There was 3 tractors. It was the Limited Pro class. In first place was Ray Belak with Ragin' Red at a 293.70. In second place was Jeff Faust with case pending reinstated at a 279.95. And in third place was Matt Sudol, but it's scratched. So those were the results for the Union County Limited Pro and 10-5 hot stock.
Okay. Now I actually got 2 mod turbo classes. We're going to go back to Montgomery County to Gaithersburg on the 12th.
I'm going to bow out just for a second here and turn this thing off.
Okay. Taking a win was Scott Cascadden with the Bleeding Blue at 300.85. Second was Jason Forrester with Papa Smurf at 296.93. Third was, I'm going to assume, was Brad Peters with the Outcast at 289.11. Fourth was BJ Wilkins with Bull Ride at 287.96. Fifth, Steve Beckley with Up and Smoke at 287.07. Sixth was Vern Zerby with Double OZ at 285.59. Seventh, also Vern Zerby with Dr. LZ at 285.48. Eighth was Guy Gokenauer with the Stress Test International at 276.22. And ninth was Kenny Rippian with the Green Machine, and that was 268.74. They don't have it numbered 1 through whatever, but taking the win with the mod turbo tractors were at Union County on the 10th of August, which is Lawton, Pennsylvania. Dennis Boop Jr., I guess, high on the hog, or DJ Boop.
Yep.
High on the hog with 320.20. Good job.
Hometown hero getting it done.
Tough class of tractors here come out on top. Second was Tyler Wolliver with the Just In Case. 304.75. Third was Guy Gokenauer with the Stress Test at 304.55. Fourth, Vern Zerby with Dr. LZ, 300.10. Fifth was Steve Beckley's Up and Smoke, 299.65. Sixth was the Brad Peters, Nick Morrison, The Outcast. I'm sure that was Brad Peters. at 299.5. And thus there's two Nick Morrisons because he was also in Lebanon. Anyway, now that I've done lost my number count. Next was Ray Belak with Rage and Red at 296.80. Jason Forrester with Papa Smurf at 292.35. Next was Scott Cascadin with Bleeding Blue at 295.35. Corey Eberhart with Gold Edition 284.05. Matt Dersham with The Other Half 266.65. Next was Vern Zerby with Double OZ 255.20. BJ Wilkins with Bull Ride next at 244.10. Vern Zerby with Z Unit 236.75. Next would be Tim Lohr with the Little Doe at 197.70. Eric Eberhart with Hammer Down was 189 even. Justin Latour with The Addicted at 134.95. And rounding out a big class of mod turbos, Lawrence Smith with Moody Blue was disqualified. I do not know why, if he ran out of bounds or whatever, but he was scored a DQ. That's all I have that I'm assuming that ran.
Anyway,
I can keep looking and see real quick.
A little bit of input on West End Fair. West End Fair really got the short end of the stick this past week because of the weather. They had a lot of rain events, continuous rain for a lot of their days and evenings. That was pretty hard. Was pretty hard on them. I did talk with one of the guys from up there, and he said that the rodeo was a huge success. They had about 2,500 people in the stands for the rodeo. They were also able to get their tractor classes in on Saturday, and but Friday evening was obviously a washout, and their truck classes on Tuesday night didn't happen because of rain. So it was a tough week for the fair.
Okay, it looks like I also got a class of let's see, two-wheel drive trucks from the 10th of August at Union County's West End Fair, which is Lawton, PA. Millmont, they call it Millmont here. It's the same. The two-wheel drives taking the win. Ian Ericker with the Village Idiots at 283.35. Second was Mark Culberson with Turn Back the Clock at 280.90. Third was Casey Wolf with the Wolfpack at 278.10. And rounding out the class in fourth, Del Forster with the Bandit at 164.90. And I'm still digging.
Are you going through each class to find?
Yep. So far, I think that rounded it out.
I think that was it. I think there was 3 interstate classes. I think you covered all 3 of them.
Yeah, I think so. I thought Mini Rods used to run there too earlier in the week, but I think things have changed.
Mini Rods. No, wait a minute. No, I'm thinking wrong. I think that got rained out.
Okay. I'm not seeing any more, so that should round out what I have for interstate.
I can.
Sorry, Kendra.
Let me see here. We're at 8:10. Whoops, 8. Still not an 8:10. Here we go. 8:10. Yeah, there was 8,500 mod turbos, 7,800 modifieds, and 6,200 two-wheel drives. Those were the 3 classes from interstate.
We covered them, so good.
So we got that. Yes.
Okay. Coming up, I'll let you can do the upcoming pulls for those guys.
All right.
If you can pull it up.
Yeah, I got it. Coming up on August the 16th. This is for Snyder County. On August the 16th, Snyder County is going to be at Center County Grange Fair in Center Hall. On the 16th, they're going to have 2.6 Pro Street, 3.0 Limited Pro, and Pro Street Gas. On the 17th, that's a 6 p.m. start time. 6 p.m. start time. On the 17th, Center County Fair, Grange Fair, 6 p.m. start time. will be Enhanced Farm Hot Stock and Mod Turbo Super Farm. Then moving on to the 23rd, running with East Coast will be the Hot Stock Tractors. 7 p.m. start time on August the 23rd. Then on August the 31st, Snyder County will be at Sealands Grove at the Middle Creek Valley Antique Grounds. It's going to be kids' night, so bring your kids out. Everybody bring a kid out. Kids' night. Start time is 6 p.m. The classes will be Enhanced Farm, Hot Stock, 2.6 Pro Street, 3.0 Limited Pro, Run What You Brung, and 10,000 Open. And I will jump to the 1st of September. Ready starting that. 1st of September. Maybe not. It says Juniata County Fair and still to be determined. So sorry. I'll stop there.
No, you're good, man. Somebody's picking on me. Sent me an old photo.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. Just remember, I can get even.
Does that somebody have a photo stash on their phone or computer that is just ammunition?
Yeah,
when you need
it's an old
take
picture of me at the Buck filming with an old G2 Canon, and I was told I looked a lot younger there. So, but we can start talking about John Deere tractor pullers. So that's okay. Anyway, yeah. East Coast Pro Pulling. Yeah, month of August is running out of here real quick. Yeah, flip the page. Hopefully, this Saturday at 6 p.m., we will be at the Clark County Royalton Fairgrounds. They have a fair there in Berryville, Virginia. The Pro Stock 4-wheel drive trucks and modified 4-wheel drive trucks will be on hand, along with a couple local classes. They usually have like a modified street, I think, and a street diesel 4-wheel drive class. However, the Super Pro tractors will not be in attendance there. A couple of them are broken, cannot make the pull, and the numbers are already kind of soft this year, so it's kind of hard to have a class with 1 or 2 tractors. So, unfortunately, the Super Pro tractors have been removed from the August 17th Berryville event. I'm not sure if something else is in the works. Get some other stuff there or whatever, but again, rain's forecast for Friday and Saturday, folks, so we'll cross our fingers and hopefully we can get everything in. But August 23rd, West End Fair in Gilbert, Pennsylvania, the modified 4x4 trucks will be on hand there. And then the biggie, August 23rd and August 24th, 7 p.m. both nights, the Grange Fair, the Center County Grange Fair in Center Hall, Pennsylvania, Friday night, modified tractors, the Weimer Fuel and Turbo, Super Stock, Pro Stock tractors, ABC York 10,500 pound hot farm tractors, light pro tractors, and limited pro stock semis. Again, 7 p.m. Friday night. Saturday, 7 p.m. will be the modified tractors, the Weimer Turbo and Fuel, Super Stock, Pro Stock tractors, modified 4-wheel drive trucks, ABC York 466 hot farm tractors, and the limited pro stock semis also will be there Saturday night. And that rounds out August. So
Dave says, see you both nights.
yes, Dave Kaufman, I know he's been talking about it, and I'm sure he'll be there.
I might see him one night there.
Keeps coming around, he's going to get his butt put to work. So
he might like it too much.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him work on the track the first time years ago, and he was the rope yanker. He would hook the rope into the pin and run across the track or run the tape to the back of the sled to do an actual pull, physical taping.
Yeah, he had a pretty wild mullet at one time. I remember that when he was younger.
But needs to grow that thing back. We're going back to that again.
Yeah, I know. Did you cover Snyder County's upcoming? Did you do it? I'm sorry, I was busy reading and
Yeah,
digging.
I did. I went to September and stopped, but I just picked up on the flyer for Snyder County. It's
Yes.
on Snyder County Truck and Tractor Pullers website, which elaborates a little bit more on their event they're having at Sealands Grove. This is the kids' night. It's a big deal for them with the kids. Their activities start from 4 to 6 p.m. They have a bike and pedal tractor giveaway. There's much more. That they have other activities for the kids too. Admission's $10. Kids 12 and under are free. You can get that show on Dirt Vortex TV. If you can't make it, you can watch the show on Dirt Vortex TV. The It says that the pool starts at 6:30, and I had listed the classes off before, but something that I missed here is the Run What You Brung trucks are $1,000 to win, and the 10,000 pound open class is also $1,000 to win. So it's going to be a good pool, a good event, and so it's probably something you don't want to miss.
Okay. Sounds great. I'm digging here for some interstate upcoming events. There's plenty of them. My goodness. Okay. Let's see if I can do Kendra some good here. uh, that's already passed. Okay. The 6200 two-wheel drive trucks will be at the Blue Valley Farm Show in Bangor, Pennsylvania on the 16th of August. Have a time? No time? Okay. Uh, I'm pulling this off their website. So um, August 17th. August 17th. Center Hall, Pennsylvania. That's just coming. This is coming Saturday. Okay, August 17th at the Grange Fair in Center Hall, Pennsylvania. The 1900 small block minis, the 2050 big block minis, and the 6,000 pound classic modified tractors are scheduled for there. The 17th also, uh, 7 p.m. interstate classes at Harrisonburg, Virginia, Rockingham County Fair, and the 4,500 small block 4x4 trucks, 6,200 street 4x4 trucks, 77 light limited turbo tractors, 7,800 pound modified tractors, the 8,500 mod turbo, 10,000 pro farm, 11,000 hot farm, and 6,200 two-wheel drive trucks will be there. Wow, 7 p.m. at the Rockingham County Fair, Harrisonburg, Virginia. That's a big pull, 2 tracks. Check it out, man. Good place. The 19th, Center Hall, Pennsylvania, 7 p.m. That's August 19th. 85 mod turbo, 7,500 pound modified tractors, 7,700 light limited, the 4,500 4x4 small block trucks, and the 6,200 two-wheel drive trucks. What does that mean? Must have been added. Okay. Again, that's August 19th, 7 p.m. Center Hall, Pennsylvania. August 20th, Luray, Virginia, 7 p.m. The 7,000 pound farm tractors, 9,000 pound farm tractors, 6,200 street 4x4, and that is, I guess, Page County only. 13.5 farm tractor, 6,400 Pro Street 4x4 trucks, and the 8,500 Wild Street will be on hand. August 21st, 7 p.m. Luray, Virginia, once again, 6,200 two-wheel drive, 7,800 pound modifieds, 85 mod turbo, 11,000 hot farm, and the 10,000 pro farm tractors will be on hand. And then we go to August 23rd, Gilbert, Pennsylvania, at the West End Fair, 6,200 two-wheel drive trucks. My goodness gracious, they got a lot of events. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
August 24th at 6:30 p.m., the Jefferson County Fair in Kearneysville, West Virginia, and that's the 8,500 wild diesel trucks, 15.5 and 12.5 farm stock, 7,000 stock gas trucks, and the street stock semis. August 23rd, kind of out of line here. 6:30 p.m. Again, Jefferson County Fair, Kearneysville, West Virginia. 77 light limited turbo tractors. The 13,000 Fun Farm tractor. That's an interesting name. 18.5 farm stock. 20,000 farm tractor, and the 10,000 stock diesel trucks. Man, that's heavy. Okay. August 25th, Woodstock, Virginia, 6 p.m. Oh, here comes Brother Blaylock trying to log in. I'll be right with you, David. Hang tight, brother. Woodstock, Virginia, 4,500 4x4 trucks, 85 mod turbo, 10,000 pro farm, 7,800 pound modified street. Modified, I don't know why street's in there, but modifieds. 11,000 hot farm, and the diesel trucks will also be on hand. August 31st, 6 p.m., the last event in August for Interstate. Boonesboro, Maryland, the 8,500 pound mod turbo, 4,500 pound small block 4x4 truck, 77 light limited turbo, the hot street semis, and 8,000 street diesel trucks. And that gets you through the end of August. Sorry, Kendra, I know it didn't do you any good, but I got the interstate events in there for you. So
she's
Wow.
so smooth with it, and she can just go to town on it. And when I look at it, I'm about half confused.
yeah, she's used.
I shouldn't say I'm half confused.
Yeah,
I can get through it.
Yeah, you ever met this fellow before, Dwayne?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, he's I call him Brother Blaylock, but he's my Bigfoot and UFO buddy, and he's on us with us now on Tuesday nights on my cryptid channel at mine and Jeff's.
I seen he was on last night, but I didn't have the time to come on and harass you.
Yes, and we just brought him on, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. He's like a regular cast member now, if you will. Perfect for the spot.
Nice.
I was looking at his shirt there. He has a little green patch on his shirt there. I was hoping that wasn't a pickle, because he's might be trying to steal Kendra's spot there.
Oh man.
Nobody's gonna take Club Kendra's spot. I can promise you that. Oh my goodness.
So
It's
how
one-
you
Free service shirts.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Say if you look at his name beside me here, the Devante Beast is a Sasquatch too. So
Nice.
I got the claws and everything. I need to
yeah.
get David some merch there so he can wear the claw.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
you get your name all the way out on the West Coast. He lives in
There
Oregon.
you
So.
go.
Yep.
It's going to be double shipping to get it the whole way out there.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
We still use the old what was it? The old Express.
The Pony Express.
Pony Express. Yeah.
Throw
They
it
still
on
pumping sunshine into you too, ain't they?
Yes.
Out there. Yeah, man.
So
That's awesome.
Say that again. The state of Oregon.
Yeah.
So are you on the coast or inland or?
I'm on the coast.
Cool.
Yep.
That's
So,
even further away.
Not right on it, but basically probably as a crow flies, probably 20 miles or 30 miles inland.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
not far at all. Go see the Pacific Ocean. Cool.
Yeah.
I spent. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say we get the coastal fog, the ocean fog, not as bad here, but the cool air, like today was 70 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah. So we get the cool air, but we don't get the fog like they all do right on the coast.
So in 2006, Brenda and I got married, and instead of flying to the islands and doing an all-inclusive, we flew to Seattle, Washington, and we drove a loop for 2.5 weeks. We drove a loop back into Montana, down through through Idaho, Montana, back through Idaho, into Oregon and Northern California. And then we spent 5 days on the Oregon coast, and we worked our way up the Oregon coast on Route 1. And then we ended our trip through the Washington coast, the Olympic Peninsula, and then back to Seattle and flew home. So I've been on the Oregon coast twice in my life, and so I'm pretty familiar with that area out there.
Right.
I know the layout and what it looks like.
So do you remember
Cool
Coos
stuff.
Bay?
Yeah, Coos Bay. Yep.
I live right by Coos Bay. In fact, I live 2 miles from. It's actually Highway 101.
Okay.
but it's one in California. But here it's 101,
Yep.
same highway. So I live 2 miles from Highway 101.
Cool.
Yep.
I remember. I don't know if it was. I remember big piles of wood chips and stuff there. I don't know if it was paper mills or what wood
Probably
pulp
his.
plant.
Yeah, they ship that. That's actually Port Orford cedar, which is
Okay.
it grows in this area. They ship that across the sea to Japan.
I see. That's very interesting. And I also remember that the trucks they used to haul wood chips and stuff out there were massive, 4 axles or 3 axles on the trucks and 4 axles on the trailers.
Yep.
It was no joke loads out there.
Yep, huge loads. And they have a machine that lifts the whole bed of that truck,
Yep.
the whole truck bed up, and it dumps the whole thing. And then they lower it back down, they hook back up and pull out.
I see. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Dumping stations. We use something similar to that in our area here at landfills. A lot of our trash comes in just aluminum boxes, and they tip them.
Yep.
Cool.
Big
Yeah.
hydraulics.
Good deal. So do
Yeah.
you guys don't do much tractor pulling on the coast there because it's probably always foggy.
Oh, they do. They do mud bogs. In fact, there's like a little local racetrack a couple miles from me here off 101. You drove right past it. They
Yep.
do like mud bogs and some pulls every now and then. Down in
Mhm.
Redding, California, Northern California, me
Yep.
and my brother, we went to tractor pulls down there.
I gotcha.
Yep. And
See?
monster
See?
trucks and stuff.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool deal, man. Wide perspective all across this wild nation.
That's right.
He doesn't know it. We're going to pull. Dwayne will get sucked into the Bigfoot world one day. Don't worry.
There you go. I had my game camera out back, but all I got was the neighbor's dog and cats and some squirrels and chickens.
Yes.
I
So
showed him that photo I got with that camera. After he
Yeah.
looked at it a second time.
I had to
he's
look
like,
at it for a
"Huh?"
couple times, and then all of a sudden it was kind of eerie. I'm like, I see something too.
Oh yeah.
So I just went and pulled my card. That's where I was just at, Jerry. And I got back to the house and
Yep.
seen you message me, hey, you want to come on?
Yeah.
I just went and grabbed my card for my camera. Overnight, I have 4,984 pictures.
Holy moly.
Overnight. They're all deer probably, but they could
I'm
be bear
sure.
too. I haven't checked it yet.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Maybe
That's
it'd be
insanity.
something a little bigger and taller and hairier. Well,
We're gonna have a
I guess you can't really get hairier than a bear, but
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
gonna have to have a supercomputer to put all them pictures on.
I just go through them, and if there's nothing cool, I just delete them all and clear my card. If there's something cool, I just save them.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've got thousands of bear pictures, millions of deer pictures, and mountain lion or cougar, they're called here.
Cool.
Everything except the big guy.
Yep.
the big guy. You know what the big guy is, Dewante?
Now I know who the big
His
guy
name's
is.
Dwayne, not Dewante. I just okay.
I know what the big guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never gotten anything like as far as evidence or anything.
The kids
Got
and
a
I
bit-
love to watch those shows when they come on. I mean, we're not into we're not into all the ghost stuff, but the kids love the Bigfoot and the Yeti stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
David is like the avid hunter here out of Pennsylvania. David Kaufman. He's asking, "Can I come hunt with you?"
There
What's
you go.
What to say?
What-
I can't.
He says, "Can I come hunt with you?"
Yes, he can.
There you go, David. Pack
Yep.
up and head out to the West Coast.
Yep. I offer it, man. If somebody wants to come shoot a bear, I killed a 600-pounder like 4 years ago right here on my property.
Wow.
Black bear. These are all black bear, no
Yeah.
grizzlies here.
That's
Yeah.
what we got in Pennsylvania, black bears.
Yep. And
Wow,
we can kill 3 bears a year. We can kill 2 mountain lions a year per person.
wow.
Yep.
You come to Maryland, you can probably get a dog that walks on 2 feet.
Uh-huh. I hope.
I think they're called Dueo. Anyway.
Yeah.
We when I was a kid, we used to raise blue tick coonhounds, and I remember that some of our litters got taken to Philadelphia and flew to Utah and Wyoming for line hunting. So that they use the hound dogs to tree the lions in those states.
That's
Gosh, someone
cool.
get you. You pretty soon you can start a hunting camp out there. Nicole wants to send her son Devin out there to hunt too.
Uh-oh. Somebody
you
else
go.
wanting to come?
Yeah.
Like I said, you get out here, man. I'll put you up and we'll shoot a bear. It's
Be careful.
usually, so around here. Sorry, be careful.
Be careful what you offer. You might get a lot of takers.
There's a whole lot of hunting.
I know,
Hunting happens in this tractor pulling world. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like for here, our fruits, we have like a bunch of apple trees, and so it always gets good starting like now and through like beginning of December. But pretty much next month in October are like the premium.
Good deal. I see you have all your cannons on the wall behind you.
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
can't
that's
already
arrows.
see. Yeah, I got bull elk. Yeah, my bow, my longbow. I just got back from antelope hunting. It was so bad in Eastern Oregon, all the smoke from the forest fires and stuff. You couldn't hardly see. And then when you were looking like through your spotting scope stuff, it was so smoky that it was like just that heat mirage. You couldn't even hardly see what you were looking at. So I just came home.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess we actually get to deal with some of that smoke on the East Coast. It comes follows.
Yeah, eventually.
The
Especially
jet
if it's
stream.
up in Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything up in Canada. But wildfires they had in Canada come down here. It was flat freaking nasty
Wow.
for a few days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could actually
sad, though,
smell it.
People, they were there. It's people starting them. There's a few of them that were started by lightning and thunder. Lightning.
Yeah.
But the ones in Northern California that are like raging out of control, like 200,000, 250,000 acres, they were started by freaking people.
That's terrible.
And they're in the name of climate change. That's what it's all about. I'm not trying to be political, but that's that's the word that's out.
Wow.
So people are starting the fires so they can push an agenda.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's terrible.
The one here in Oregon, which was near, it was kind of just north of where I just was hunting. That one, they caught the guy and they, interrogate him. Why'd you start it? He said to attack the cattle ranches. He burnt like hundreds of thousands of acres of cattle. It's not pasture. It's like it's like sagebrush country.
Yep.
Yeah. And to attack the cattle industry. That's what he claimed.
That's terrible. That's
idiot.
like
Yep.
Yeah. That's
terrible.
Yep.
What an idiot. People are weird.
He's for it.
Yeah, hopefully they need to tan his ass, pardon my language.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting messages now. Probably people are saying, "What are you? This is a tractor pulling channel. What are you talking about Bigfoot and hunting for?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. I enjoyed the state of Oregon. I sure did. Also enjoyed Crater Lake National Park. It was pretty interesting.
You went there.
Yeah. When I was in there, I remember it was about 70 degrees outside, and when we drove into the park towards Crater Lake, there was 12-foot banks of snow beside the road, and we stood up. The road around the lake or on the top rim wasn't open because it was still had that much snow, and it would have been the third week in June, and it was still snowed shut. So we stood on snow banks and observed all the pollen on the water, and people were building snowmen in shorts and flip-flops.
That mountain, so Crater Lake, did you read the history on it?
Yeah, some of it.
That it was it was the tallest mountain in the world until it blew. And then when it blew its top, it's down to like 8,000 or 9,000 foot elevation or something like that right now. But it was like taller than Mount Everest before it blew.
Yeah.
Actually, Everest, is there another one that's a little taller than Everest?
Not right now.
Mount McKinley in Alaska, from the base of
In
the
the United
mountain
States.
to the top, it's taller. But Mount Everest starts, like the foothills of Everest
Yeah.
starts at a higher elevation. Otherwise,
Right.
Mount McKinley in Alaska would actually be, the
Okay.
mountain itself is taller.
Wow. Cool. Yeah, I've
friend
seen
of,
pictures, never seen it in person. I'd love to see
Yeah.
it in person. Maybe one day.
friend of mine,
Yeah, hopefully.
friend of mine actually went to Nepal and hiked to Base Camp 1 on Everest. Said it was quite the experience.
I bet.
You go through a lot of no man's land to get to the start of the trail, and then it's I forget how many miles, 20, I think it's 20 some odd miles. I'm kind of pulling numbers out of my head. I think it's 20 some odd mile hike to Base Camp 1, and you're up to the point where it's pretty thin air.
Yeah, the air gets really thin. Yeah.
Up. David said, "The heck with it." There he is. He came back.
Oh, he wasn't even talking about UFOs. That's weird.
I
Looks
know.
like yeah.
No,
Hey.
they've been working on our stupid internet down the road, so it's been going on and off for like the last 3 days.
Look
I
who
see.
jumped in here. Look who jumped in here on chat. Jeffrey.
Ah, Jeff.
Jeffrey. If I bring him on, we'll never get any sleep tonight. Just kidding. Oh no, we'll watch him go to sleep.
He
right?
will.
What's
Yeah.
happening, brother Jeff? What's happening, brother? Heard you had a crab feast. Thanks for the invite, buddy. Buddy.
Where's he from? The Bay Area?
5 miles from me.
Oh, nice.
He's just right across the way here.
Crab feast.
Yep.
That's yeah.
I do not eat crab, but
Not into seafood.
He's putting the young into bed.
I don't. Yeah, I like fish, but I don't do like crab or squid or
Snow crab.
clams.
No, I love
But
snow crab.
I know love it, and so I can give
Uh-oh.
him that.
He's on his way out. Get ready, Dwayne. He's getting ready to drop off again.
Yep, he's back. I could hear. I could
Yeah.
understand what he was saying. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Won't be
around-
long. It'll boot him off again.
I don't know. I don't know
He's
if
marked.
JR does.
What's that?
But I said I don't know if JR does, but I love oysters. I eat raw clams, raw oysters. I enjoy that kind of stuff, and it's most people get grossed out over that.
Yeah, I can do crabs, crab legs for sure.
Yep.
Shrimp, love shrimp, but some
Good
fish.
deal.
Some fish is good. Anyway, we've reached that 1 hour and 14-minute mark. This isn't like the Bigfoot shows, David. we don't hang out too late here.
He's on the
Yeah,
East
we
Coast.
ain't
It's
going-
like
4 hours.
He's on the West Coast. Oh, it's not even 6:30 there yet.
yeah, I was gonna say it's a couple minutes after lunch for him.
Only 6:30. Just had dinner probably.
We're looking at
Yep.
dark 30 around here.
Yeah, almost 9:30. Yep. Well, that's all I have. That's all
That's
Dwayne
all I
has.
got.
David could talk for hours. I can promise you that.
Well, we did pretty good today. We did. What do you say?
I thought we had a great show last night. For those that don't visit the other show on Tuesday nights, I thought it was a really good show.
The other side. Visit the other side.
Visit
was a
the
good
other
show.
side. You just might like it.
Good deal.
It's dark on the side.
It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
When you've seen and you've heard,
it's
it's a little easier.
it's an interesting subject. A lot of people are intrigued with mystery, and that's there's a lot of mystery involved into it. We don't know everything, so it's always interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I say we had a pretty good show tonight. We covered tractor pulling results, schedules. We got into the unknown, Bigfoot, hunting, food, logging, the state of Oregon. We've covered about everything.
And got to talk to Jeffrey Yarrington, the road is
Crater
good.
Lake.
There you go.
Yes.
It's all
Oh,
fun.
that's great.
We'll talk about anything. We don't care. Almost anything. Almost. Anything. Yeah, watch it again, Nicole. Watch it 100 more times, please. But okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep everybody. Oh my God, the numbers are picking up. Maybe we should stay on. Wow.
This time of night.
See, it's David Blaylock. That's why I brought David in on Tuesday nights. It's David Blaylock.
There you go.
No, you lost a bunch of subscribers.
Hey,
Actually,
we got
Nicole
another
just
poll.
threw something in here real quick. Yeah, September 7th at 9 a.m. at Fawn Grove here, Fawn Grove, Pennsylvania. Antique and classic pool, 2,500 to 15,500 pound antique and classic tractor classes. September 7th, they look to kick off at 9 a.m. So, Fawn Grove, PA. Same place that Old Time Days is held. So, antiquers, classic pullers. There you go. Thanks, Nicole. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, I actually got to talk with Nicole a little bit at Beast of the East. She snuck into the Morrison camp and was hanging out back there.
Snuck in. She is a Morrison.
Yeah, I know.
Her brother runs the Shed Shaker truck.
Yep, she was hanging out with those guys.
She wasn't hanging out. She was being a pain in somebody's rear. Trust me, I'm sure.
I don't. They're probably not too bad. I was throwing out garbage cans in the pits, and I got to talk with her a little bit. She was not.
Yeah, it's all good. What else we got, Brother David? Oh boy, that internet's about ready to quit on him too.
I put a trash can right in front of her car. Well, the boys went out and cleaned it up on that evening after the pool. So
See you, David. He throws up. He's done. There it goes. I told you.
He's gone.
Yeah, he has trouble sometimes there with the internet.
Trash was fairly good this time around. It seemed like everybody did their civic duty and put the I don't know if you want to call it civic duty, but put the trash in the trash can, and it wasn't bad cleaning up the fairgrounds this weekend.
We'll call it kind-hearted duty.
Yes.
Now, you want to talk about stuff on the ground? Bowling Green. After a night of Bowling Green, going there the next morning. Holy moly! At the cans.
Yeah, when there's alcohol involved, it gets
Dwayne, you have no idea.
I used to go to Shy Diesel Extravaganza, and when it was in Terre Haute, Indiana, and the fairgrounds there, a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you stood in the stands, and when you got done with it, you just tossed it over the back of the stands.
Yeah. See, he left. Now we're down. Yeah, we lost people. So anyway, we're just rambling on here. So Dwayne, thanks.
Yep.
We hung in there. We got through. We got Club Kendra.
Done.
So
thanks for helping us promote Beast of the East and doing the results on here, because it's always I enjoy that and appreciate everybody's interest.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, Jeff. It's a mess. Wasn't too bad at Dwayne's pool, but some of those places get carried away. All right. Hour and 20 minutes. We're out of here. Hopefully, Mother Nature will work with us this weekend and we'll have some events, but it don't sound too good. But nothing is canceled. Plan to go to a pool near you. So otherwise, keep an eye on the internet and you'll find out anything about cancellations or whatever. So with that said, anything else, Dwayne?
I think that's it. I am done. Thank you, Nicole.
Yep, she had a great time. I think everybody had a great time at 11. Absolutely. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll see everybody next Wednesday with some information. Maybe we can pull a surprise guest or something. We'll see.
There you go.
But That's like pulling teeth.
We need one of these
Yeah,
guys.
well, I can tell you right now that one's not coming on. Trust me. It ain't. Well, you never say never. I'll just leave it at that. But
Never say
anyway,
never.
hopefully
Maybe
hopefully next Wednesday we'll have some results for you from some pools. So we'll see what
deal.
happens. Until then, just plan on seeing you next Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Adios.
Hopefully Club Kendra's stuff will be fixed and ready to go. So until then, we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share. It's free. It helps us. Helps keep us going. So we'll see you next week.